I know you heard the saying, cheaters never win. Cheaters never prosper. And the same can be said for side chicks, women who have affairs with married men. Did you know, according to the stats, only 3 to 5% of married men who have affairs marry their mistress? I bet Cold Saw didn't know this because I'm sure that if she did, she would have left Martell alone. It's sad because it feels like this is the best that she thinks that she could do. It's sad that the best she's ever been treated was by eating the crumbs that were given to her by Martell as a married man. Because think about it. Even if he was taking her on all these lavish trips and buying her all these fancy gifts, his heart at times and his body at other times were still with another woman, was still with Melody. So, her meal was literally some crumbs, and it's so sad that she thought she was going to get full off of that. She had a better chance of getting married by a man who isn't married. I mean, obviously. But if according to the stats, the current divorce rate for second marriages is around 60%, at least her being a first-time wife to someone else will decrease those chances by 10%, since they say that, 50% of marriages end in divorce. So, come on now, let's just do the math. It was better off for her starting from scratch with somebody else, somebody that is not married, than try to think that she's going to have something with Martell. And I really think that she thought she was doing something by having his baby. No, that just made it worse, if you really think about it. Because he wanted to be flossing outside with Sheree. Even if it was for TV, he wasn't outside flossing with her. Think about that. No, but seriously, it sucks for Coleslaw, in my opinion, because Martell never wanted her exclusively. He probably filled her head with all the lies about leaving Melody, but Martell wasn't going nowhere, as we can see. He wanted to respectfully treat. He wanted to have his cake and eat it too. But you know who was planning to lead the relationship? Not Martell, Melody. So because Melody left, by default, Coleslaw became the stand-in. He didn't even leave Melody for her. This is crazy. Like, I could see if, he was having a plan, all right, I'm going to leave my wife for you on this day, on March 31st. I'm gonna give Melody divorce papers. No, Melody divorced him. So how could she feel really good about herself and Martell now is coming around, trying to be around her? No, he's around you by default because nobody else wants him, because his wife left him. So now he has to date you or be around you more because he has no other choice, because he would be at home if he had that option to be with Melody. But because Melody took that away from him, now he's sad and lonely with you. Probably plotting to get somebody else when you really, really think about it, So Martell, he's with Coleslaw now because he had no other choice. And that's sad. It's like getting a participation trophy, You're there because you just so happen to show up. You didn't do no real hard work, or the person didn't do no real hard work to get you, to get the prize. You just got it just because you were just a stand-in. So now it makes sense when Melody said, here, side chick of the year award. This goes to you, when she made that in the song, because it's true. Girl, he would still be with Melody if he had the option to do so. If he was still married to Melody, that's where he would be. You would still be getting the crumbs. And then you still don't get a whole meal because he really don't like you like that, girl. And I'm sure all that complaining Martell was doing to Coleslaw, he was up there talking to Coleslaw about Melody, I'm sure just as a way to butter Coleslaw up, to make her feel like, oh, I got something over the wife. And so she can drop her defenses, so she can feel like, oh, okay, whatever your wife won't do, I will. Girl, bye. Martell was just telling you anything so he could have his way with you. He was up here trying to create a competition between you and, at the time, his wife, Melody, so you could do the most to win his love and affection. But he was really exploiting you because you just wanted to be chosen pick so badly. You wanted to say that you had you had one up on the wife. Whole time, you just played into Martell's game. Because again, if Melody was so bad, you got to think about it. If Melody was so bad, why didn't he leave her? She left him, okay? That's how I know he was gaslighting. I just, oh gosh, I can't. And now that he's free as a bird, he's free to live his life. He's free to go ahead and be with you full term and marry you, make it official. So everybody that's calling you a side chick can like be quiet or whatever. But he's not trying to change that status. Remember how they said Maurice and Kimmy had that situation? But at least Maurice did the right thing and married Kimmy. So people, that all that noise could be did it. Martell didn't do that for a coleslaw. See? That's why she was just a pawn in his marriage. Just so he could get his nasty, freaky needs met by another woman because his wife wasn't doing it. Like, I see through the lines. So at the end of the day, he still didn't choose you at all. I knew consciously what coleslaw was doing was wrong. We do not mess with married men, period. But now as a grown woman, who has grown, I see that it's not only wrong, it again puts the man on a pedestal instead of the woman, the mistress, the side chick or whatever, putting herself on one. Because really, a woman who didn't put a man on a pedestal wouldn't choose to be second best to begin with. You know what I mean? So you already had to be dealing with something internally for you to feel like that's okay. For you to be in a position to want to be second best, to want to share a man to begin with. You already had to have a different outlook on life to even think that that's okay. And a woman who is whole doesn't accept breadcrumbs, or she doesn't accept to be someone's part-time girlfriend. A woman who loves herself, that really loves herself, is never decide anything in anyone's story. She's the main character. And it's sad that Coleslaw was okay with being the bad guy in a D-list role, as background noise, as an extra in the movie. When if she really loved herself, she could have been the leading lady in a man's life. Not Martell's, but some other man's life. A man who's not married. A man who will give her his full attention and affection. I hope that even if we as women aren't in a situation where we're dealing with or dating a married man, that if we aren't getting the man's everything, he gets none of us. That we walk away and get the love that is worthy of us, because we are worthy of it. We are women. We are soft. We are gentle. We are fun. We carry life. We speak into our partners. We enjoy life. We have fun. Our presence is a present. Our presence is a gift. And we should be treated and respected as such. So if you're not getting a man's best today, maybe consider moving on to someone who will give you everything, because you are worth it. So let me know what you think about this video. Are you shocked that there is a 3 to 5% chance that the mistress marries a man who she's having an affair with? I believe women settle for this treatment out of fear and not thinking in abundance. Let another woman's happiness show you that it's possible to be loved on completely. You shouldn't go and put yourself in the middle of that situation when you can get a man who will give you his full attention, like the woman in the relationship did. It's that simple. So please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So join the family and let me know what else you want me to talk about. I'm here for you guys. So other than that, thank you for listening, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.
Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent. Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent.